Greetings, my friends. Welcome back to the boot camp. I'm pumped. Today is day 13. We're almost halfway through this freaking boot camp. Now, for those of you watching this video, here's one thing you're going to notice. If you go back and look at day 1 of the boot camp and now look at day 13, look at how many less views there are. Look at how much less engagement there is. So if you're watching this and you're engaging with this whole process, just know with anything you sell online, anything that gets purchased, any kind of course or boot camp or you freaking name it, there's going to be people who drop off all the time, okay? So that's just life. That's how it works. And look, I'm not even trying to shame the people who aren't. Things come up in life, right? Things come up in life. And guess what? They'll probably be back ready to go in no time flat, okay? So, but here's the deal. I want you to pat yourself really freaking hard on the back. Well, don't hurt yourself, but pat yourself hard on the back and give yourself a well done, all right? That's important along the process. One of the big mistakes I made as I was getting started is I never congratulated myself. I never awarded myself, okay? So what we're going to do here is I'm going to pound through a few slides about week 2, the perfect funnel. And today what we're going to talk about are the 13 secrets to video mastery. The 13 secrets to video mastery, because we've been talking through the funnel. We've been talking about adding webinars or videos. This is going to apply to whether you do a video, a webinar, any kind of thing that you do. This is going to apply, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to pound through my 13 secrets, and we're going to start right now on number 1. Okay, and notice how just at the beginning of this video, I am ready to march. Take notes on that. I am ready to march forward on this video, and that is a posturing. We're going to talk about that in a second, but that is a posturing you must have when you get on video, okay? So number 1, lean in and embrace your future self, okay? So when I first got started, I was super scared of video. Now I don't really sweat. I'm not nervous. I'm not anxious, none of that stuff, because I learned to lean in and embrace my future self, right? So maybe today, maybe right now today, current day self for you is scared of embracing video, of really lighting it up on video. Draw this out because I think it'd be helpful if we all got on the same page in terms of what I mean. So if this is current day you here today, and this is future you, right? What you have to realize is there is a future version of you who has no fear of video, who is not scared at all, who doesn't stumble, who doesn't fumble over their words or get scared or get worried about what people think. None of that stuff, okay? And that is future you. So today, I'm telling you, today, where you are today, you've got to realize that all of the fear and all the worry and all the, I'm scared, I'm worried about what people are going to think, or any of that stuff, none of that will matter when you hit your future self. But guess what? The only way to hit that is to step into it, right? It's kind of a catch-22. But in a very real way, I'm here to promise you, I'm living proof of it, that you must step into that today. Visualize the mental state, visualize the physical posture, and start creating it now. Throw your shoulders back, say, damn it, I have this. I am going to crush this. I got this under control. I am going to master this, okay? And that is very much a mentality that you have to take when you get on video. You have to embrace that future self. For instance, here's a good example. Look at me. This is about 7 years ago. And the pillows, you can see how I kind of set up my own little studio here. These pillows that I would set up acted as sort of a sound studio. So what most people do is they say, well, I don't have the money for a great microphone. I can't drop $300. I'm just not going to create videos. I said, to hell with that. I will figure out a frickin' way to make awesome videos. So I would set this up with pillows on each side, right? And what it would do is it would muffle the sound and make it sound like I had an awesome microphone. But really, I just had a little MacBook Pro 13-inch laptop that I was doing it on. Same thing with webinars. I didn't know how to get 2 screens to host a webinar so I could share my screen but still be looking on the screen. So I hooked up my TV. I bought a cable, hooked up my TV, and I would host webinars from my living room floor. The first course I created online, I created from my floor, sitting down here with my shirt off and farmer's tan, and I generated thousands of dollars from this desk on my bed. I mean, how much of a joke is that, right? But the reality is that when I did that, when I stepped into these videos, the reality is I was fully convinced that there would be a day where I would have my home office set up and I would be wealthy from the internet, that I would develop and build the skills and I would become wealthy about it, right? And so for me, when I see people who are complaining about not having the money for the equipment or complaining about not having the ability to create videos like somebody else does, look, I'm just telling you right now, you had better realize that everybody started exactly where you're at. Everybody who's become successful at what you want to become successful for has started right where you started, okay? So I just wanted you to know that, and once you realize that everybody started in a place that's not glamorous or cute. Everybody did. Every person online started where you're at. And now they have the results that you want. It's possible. It's totally possible. But on video, you have to figure out a freaking way to gain some confidence, walk into a video, and own it. That's the end of the story. That is it. If they feel a lack of confidence, if they feel a little hesitation or a little, I'm nervous, right? They're gone. Unless you name it, unless you say it, and you say, hey, look, I'm a little new to this thing. I'm doing this webinar on my laptop here in my home office, or even just in my living room. I mean, I'm literally just sitting in my living room. Look, I know I'm not some guru who's got $1 billion online, but I'll tell you this, I'm on a freaking mission. And if you want to come along on this mission, let's go. Right? That's a compelling message. Most people are scared of them being a beginner. You don't need to be scared about it. Just own it. All right? Number 2, get a crystal clear visual of your ideal audience, tribe, etc. So how big is your audience? What types of videos do they watch? This is stuff we talked about in the avatar earlier in the boot camp. What types of video do they watch? What type of content do they eat up? Who are they currently following? Why are they following them? So you need to get into their current state of mind, right? My email open rates right now for my personal list are over 50%. Why is that? Because my brand is valuable. My brand is authority and influence. Why is that? Because I give them value. It's not because I have a great status. It's not because most of this people who open my emails are cold traffic who don't know about all of my history of coaching people and being in front of people. They open because I'm just giving them straight value. Right? And you got to get a crystal clear visual of who these people are, what frustrates them, what triggers them, what gets them excited and happy and fantasizing about a different way of life. You've got to get into that, and you've got to tap into that. The same way I did. I know who's watching these videos, and I know when I put these photos up, some people are going to go, oh shit, that's me. That's me. I'm doing that. I don't have a good studio. Maybe I could be like Matt someday. All right. Number 3, immediately, without hesitation, rid yourself of naysayers. Okay? It's almost like getting rid of a dog, like a little nagging dog who's biting your ankles. Just flick them away with like a flick of a wrist. Just get rid of them. They have no space. If you want them to come back, those naysayers in your mind, if you want to let them come back at some point, you can. But here's the thing. They don't get space while you're creating videos. Ever. Never, ever. Okay? People who laugh at your blogs, people who comment on your YouTube channel. Okay? Those average people don't deserve a damn space in your world. Ever. They do not deserve to speak into your life. They do not deserve to have any space in your brain while you're creating video. All it will do is kill your confidence and make you look bad. That's it. Number 4, lighting and microphone are key. They're really important, okay? So the low budget, grainy videos are a thing of the past, and they immediately give you away as not knowing what the heck's going on, okay? And this stuff doesn't need to be really expensive. It's just a couple $100, okay? For less than $1,000, you can get yourself a really good microphone, lighting, and camera, okay? And if you don't want to go that route, that's okay too. It's not a big deal. You can use your iPhone. The iPhone works. But here's just a few pieces of equipment. I'm not going to get deep down the equipment path. I'm not going to go crazy on you right now, okay? But this blue condenser microphone on Amazon is something that, you know, people from anywhere from just getting started all the way to running 7-figure businesses with podcasts, with videos, all that stuff, they still use these microphones. They work great. Hint, I'm using one right now. And it's only $123. It's absurd. This Mountain Dog lighting kit. So this is really helpful to give soft lighting Lighting is super key, okay? A lot of times people think the video, the camera is really key. You can, on an iPhone alone, you can shoot incredible video as long as you have great lighting and a great microphone. So something like this for $38, it'll do the trick. Then if you want to level up, if you're not comfortable using an iPhone or a Samsung or whatever, and you want to level up on your camera, you can grab a T6i or a T5i or a T7i by Canon. The reason I recommend Canon is because they have great autofocus, some of the best in the industry. So not only is it a cheaper option, you're not going to have to drop $2,000 or $2,500 on a camera, but it will also give you an awesome autofocus, which just means, for instance, on the T7i, that's the one I use at my house. On the T7i, it has a little thing, a viewer on the back where you can flip it around for like selfie video mode. So you can see yourself while you're shooting the video. It's really powerful. And that'll help you. So what this does is it gives it more of a touch. It'll give it just kind of that added level of professionalism and legitness. It'll make you seem more legit, right? So if you want to go down that route and you're not going to break the bank to do it, I would highly recommend these Canon, the Canon DSLR cameras. They're amazing. So the T6i is one that Dave has used for years and years, creating most of his courses, content, videos, all that stuff on that camera. I have the T7i, which just came out a couple years ago. So look, it's not super expensive to do, and you can get really good quality from them. Okay? So number 5, tempo and speed are crucial for watchability, right? You want to lose the and the and you want to move through your video with a quick tempo. It's like you're on a march. The cadence, there's a forward motion, right? People are sitting there in the video, they're asking, where is this going? Right? And if you're not able to guide them to where this is going quickly, or at least show them that, they're gone. Attention spans are gone. Okay? Number 6, follow the 4 P's. Here they are: posture, presence, practice, profit. Okay? Listen to this. Shoulders back, chin up, smile. Get ready. Okay? The more you practice video and put your videos in front of the world, what you start to do is you begin to embed yourself into the hearts and minds of people watching. You begin to feel like, here it is, you begin to feel like a long lost friend, or even a brother, sister, father, mother, son, daughter to them. It feels like they know you. And at that point, the sale is pretty much halfway or more complete. So posturing, it's important to throw those shoulders back. Bring in some confidence. Give a little fist pump before you get into the video and say, I got this. Have the presence. Practice, 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 practice. And then profit. Follow the 4 P's. Number 7, ditch the script as much as possible. So look into the eye of the frickin' camera and ditch the script. Okay? Now there's a trick on your iPhone. There's a great app. It's called the Teleprompter app. Okay, and Android has something similar, but on an iPhone, it's called Teleprompter app. Okay, and what you can do is move the words. So what the iPhone does is it essentially functions just like a teleprompter would. Okay, so it'll pull the words up. You can get your screen, or you can get your script up on the screen, and then what you do is you literally put the words as close to the eye of the camera as possible. So you put it way over to the left, so that the words are scrolling right next to the eye of the camera when you're doing a selfie video. And then as you're reading on the screen, it looks like you're looking right into the camera. It's super powerful. Okay? So, but ultimately, look, I would say ditch the script, look right into the eye of the camera, and deliver. Okay? Practice and practice and practice. And then when lights, camera, action time comes, you ditch it, you ditch that script, and you free flow, okay? And you let yourself go. That's important. Number 8, you gotta use metaphors, right? Rather than just saying, hey, buy my thing, right? Okay, trying to sell people without using metaphors or painting picture, it's sort of like riding a bike with sand in the chain. Think about it. It's literally a grind, right? If you've ever, in Chicago, for instance, we used to ride down something called Lakeshore Drive. And when we would ride our bikes, it was sandy along the trail. And eventually you would get sand in your chain and you had to clean it off at some point. But you would get sand in your chain and it was literally just grinding your gears. That's what it's like when you try to sell or convince or convey a point or a message to somebody without using metaphors or painting pictures, right? But when you start to use metaphors, when you paint pictures for people that they can see, selling to people feels more like riding a bike with a brand new chain, fully greased up, and it just rolls like butter, right? You can use phrases like, he's a walking encyclopedia, or you're the apple of my eye, right? Words are just abstract. Pictures, though, are concrete. Words are abstract. Pictures, though, are concrete. They get cemented into the brains of your watchers. This is super important. There's nothing more important than this. Number 9, movement and action. So one of the most memorable videos that I've ever seen was a guy, he was actually one of my close mentors, and he was pushing his kid on a swing set, right? And he steps away from the swing set. I'll never forget this. And he says, "Hey, we're out on the playground today, but you know what? You mean a lot to me, and I just wanted to shoot you this 2-minute video just to say ... And he brought over his kid, and he said, hey, I can't remember his name, Micah or something. Hey, Micah, I want you to tell the people in the camera to watch Daddy's short video. And then he goes, hey, you, watch Daddy's short video. And that video, generally when you're running cold traffic, you're looking for like a 1 to 3% or 4% conversion. And to this specific traffic that was running to, the average was about a 1% conversion rate. And what ended up happening is that video converted into a sales video that converted at 5%. So literally 5 times higher than not even the average, above what had previously been the best response from that email list. It converted at 5%. So movement, action, bringing other people in, that will help sort of make you feel more normal and make you feel like they know you a little bit. Number 10 is just that. Involve others, okay? Family members, friends, pets. Pets are a great one. Everybody loves pets. Everybody loves a cute little dog. Bring your freaking dog into it. Just say, hey, I'm out on a walk here with Happy or with Mia or whoever your dog is, and we're just out here walking through the woods. I just wanted to pop on and say hi. Here, Mia, say hi. And then, make your dog bark or something, right? People are going to be like, oh, man, I like this person. They seem normal, all right? Involving others helps you seem and feel more normal because your guard drops a little bit. Number 11, be you. And what I want to emphasize here is be your best you. Okay? So if you stay in your sweatpants till 2 p.m. every day, maybe don't do that, okay? Maybe just don't do that. Maybe that's not your best you. So, for example, I want to show you a photo of this guy, Pat. I worked with Pat. He was an affiliate marketer and still is, I think, but this has been a couple years back. But basically, Pat, you can see he's got the full biker gear. He's a biker man, all right? Former vet. He's a biker. He wears skull rings. I mean, he's got the whole frickin' thing, okay? Now, Pat started out with an affiliate marketing funnel, and in his bridge video, his first video, it looked like he was tucked inside a closet with just a weird, kind of blurry laptop screen or whatever. And I said, hey, Pat, here's the thing. You're not believable. People are looking at you like, who is this guy? And like, what's his deal? Why is he like tucked in, he wasn't in a closet, but the angle of the video and just everything looked crappy. And I said, Pat, look, do you have a smartphone? He said, yeah, I got an Android. I got a Samsung. I said, look, man, you're a biker. Go out along the cliffs of California and shoot a video just off the cuff, you being yourself, go in all your biker gear. And here's the thing. Up until the point of him doing that, he had spent about $900 on Facebook ads, and he was trying to sell a $50 product. And he had spent $900 on Facebook ads trying to sell a $50 product. and he had made 0 sales. Okay, so he goes out and he says, hey, you know what? He's starting to get mad actually, because I was helping him do it and he was paying me for coaching or whatever. And he was starting to get mad. And I was like, oh man, I got a biker guy he's going to chase me down or something. And the moment he changed, okay, so he went out in his gear, and this isn't from his video or anything. He actually did the video on a cliff out in California, kind of a roadside, and you can see there's the cliff and then the ocean is in the background. I mean, it's just beautiful. And didn't change his script, didn't change his approach, changed nothing other than he was out, beautiful, bright lights. The sun was bright, and he shot this video. It was about 3-minute bridge page video, and it was just amazing. It was super good. And guess what happened? The next day, he made his first sale. The next day, all he did was change the video. That's it. Same script, same everything. Okay? So what I'm telling you is lighting's a big thing. He had bad lighting in his house, but then he got outside, got in nature, and people started to see him for who he actually is, and suddenly it just started taking off. It just started, people started resonating with him and who he was, right? He was running traffic to people who were biker type guys, but they didn't see the biker in Pat. And once they did, he made his first sale the next day, made another sale the next day of his $50 product, and then 2 days later made another sale. He had spent $900, and he was only spending about 10 to 20 bucks a day on ads. So you can see how that all turned around for him, right? That's the power of being you, but being your best you, being the best possible you that there is. Number 12, volume and tone. So there, look, if you are naturally sarcastic, here's what I want you to do. I want you to work on changing this into a more universally likable humor, okay? Some people don't enjoy sarcasm. Most people don't enjoy it if it's not from somebody they know. So if I know somebody, I've been friends with them a long time, sarcasm, sure, it's fine. But listen, I'm not trying to attack your character. I'm not trying to put you down. But it's got to change for your videos. Has to change, okay? Make sure that you are not hunched over on your, so that your volume when you're doing videos actually projects. So don't be hunched over so you're quiet and you can't really hear, right? You need to command people's attention. That's the bottom line. Okay, number 13, this is really just a bonus, but number 13 is just get started, right? So people often ask, okay, with video or with this or that or the other thing, what do I do? How do I actually get started? What do I do? Well, you get started by just creating videos that give sort of a hint in terms of, well, you need to make it clear what the offer is that's coming, right? And you can look back to day one. Dave gives an example when we talk about the perfect offer of a bridge page script, a thank you bridge page video script, okay? So what I'd recommend is that you just go back and you look through that, okay, and create yourself a great bridge page script or a sales page script. Or if you're doing, there's some of you I read who are doing application type funnels. Go and create for yourself a little script and actually shoot the video, okay? Just get started. Just shoot the video. Even if it sucks, shoot the video, okay? You can upload it to YouTube. You can upload it to Google Drive. You can upload it to Vimeo, Wistia, wherever you want to upload it to. And I would love to see a bridge page video or a sales video or even just a thank you video that's just saying, hey, thanks for coming. I'm so excited that you're here. I know, Bridget, you have an ebook that you're giving away, so you can create a video around the ebook. If you already have one created, I want you to paste the link. If you just create one today or at some point today, I want you to paste it into the comments here, and we'll do a live hot seat critique on some of the videos. And we'll pause the videos as we go through. We'll actually look at them. We'll kind of digest them and dissect them, okay? And we'll give some feedback on your guys' videos, okay? So just get started. We'll give feedback on all of these 13 different elements so that you can really get a grasp on what am I lacking in my videos? What are people actually feeling about my videos? Because ultimately videos are all just, it's all about feeling. How does it feel? What are the gut reactions people are having? That's what video is all about, Okay, so just get started, create your video. So on that thank you page, on your bridge page, on your sales page, on your application page, whatever it is, if you've got a video on your page, what I want you to do is I want you to upload that link to the video or to the page where it is, either or is fine, and put it in the comments of this video. And tomorrow we will do a little hot seat critique for those brave individuals who have gone out on a limb and created their first video or second or millionth video. I don't know. Maybe some of you have done a ton of videos. Okay. All right. That's a wrap for day 13. I am pumped to see some videos coming out from you guys. All right. If you need a reminder, you can go back to day 1's PDF for a little bit more details on how to craft and how to kind of put together that offer in a way that's going to make sense for you. All right. Take it easy, and we will see you tomorrow.